Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about mansion interiors, features, upgrades, and what they should look like in Grand Theft Auto Online. So we've spent a video or two talking about various mansion locations that would work really well, whether or not they had a foreclosure sign in front of them, or whether they could just work really awesome as a property and a place for us to live in online. And the reason we're talking about this is it's kind of rumored for the next update. Rockstar have confirmed there's going to be a new property coming. But one thing we've never really discussed is the interior, what they should be like, and some of the other features that should be included as well. So before we dive into what we're going to be looking at today, I think it's important to take a look at what we have currently in online right now. None of the property interiors that we have, whether it's a apartment or a CEO office or a biker clubhouse, they don't do anything particularly or all that interesting or have any really unique features aside from maybe playing a small little mini game or doing one little different activity. But for the most part, they're relatively the same, aside, of course, from their respective businesses. So let's take a look at what it looks like when we choose sort of a place to live. And this is what I'm hoping Rockstar does not do. This is important. So when you're choosing a CEO office, you have a couple different options for decor, which basically is just like a giant template for how you want your office to look in terms of furniture and plants and accessories and stuff like that. You also get the option to choose between your different personnel, whether you want male or female, and then you can add a bunch of different other little add-ons like a gun locker, a safe, and accommodation. But other than that, you don't have really any choice as to what you would like or what you would not like in your office. It's very kind of cookie cutter. You get to choose from a couple different options. Same thing for the biker clubhouses. It's very similar. Instead of a different, style, you choose a mural on the wall, which there's 9 different designs, just like with the CEO offices. There's 9 different styles that you can choose from. And then speaking of style, we only have 2. You have A or B. So you literally get to choose one option or the other. You can mix and match a little bit. You can add a gun locker and a custom bike shop, but it's still very cookie cutter, not a lot of customization there. And then with the penthouse apartments, one of the first few new properties we got in the game, it's even less customization. You just get to choose a different style. Modern, moody, vibrant, sharp, monochrome, seductive, regal, and aqua. And that's it. You don't get to choose anything else. And in the stilt homes that Rockstar added as well, you don't even have a choice of your interior. It's just varied based off of the type of stilt home you end up buying. So needless to say, throughout Grand Theft Auto Online, Rockstar have not given us a lot of, let's say, upgrades or customization or say on the interiors to the type of properties we would have. Now, if Rockstar were to add mansions into the game, one of the things I'm worried about is them doing something similar like this, not giving us enough say or customization in the design and feel of the mansions themselves. Now, the reason I think this would be a bad thing is that I think a lot of people would instantly jump to Rockstar saying this is just another property cash grab like the yacht or the stilt homes, and I obviously wouldn't want that to happen. I would want people to end up enjoying it. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking a look at a mod that has a lot of things I like about the interiors of mansions. It's going to be features, it's going to be things that are really cool inside, and we're going to be going over all of them. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to be able to, I guess, check it out and add it into your game for yourself. Now, this interior actually takes place at Devin Weston's house, which ironically enough would work really well as sort of a mansion that we could operate in online. I don't think Rockstar would do that because it not only conflicts with single player, but it also kind of conflicts with what some of the missions we do in online too. Now, one of the first few things I really like about this mod is the easy and seamless transition from exterior to interior. So that's one of the things that bothered me the most about the stilt houses is we had these decks on the outside, we had pools, but the only way to enter was through a front door and a really long loading time. You can see, even though it's not perfect, the transition from either going into the garage door or the front door of this mansion is rather instantly. We almost just teleport inside, which is something I would like to be able to not only access the other features of the interior, which we'll see a little bit later, but also make it a little bit more seamless transition for not only ourselves, but friends as well. Now, we've jumped into the first area here, which is the garage. And this is another thing I'd like to see Rockstar improve on. On the stilt houses, they just basically added a normal garage. You just had to go outside in order to get to it. Now, Rockstar improved on this a little bit with the office garages, but I really like the feel of this, how there's workbenches, there's tools, there's spare tires and wheels, and we have a car parked inside. It'd be really cool to have something similar like that. maybe have the rest of our cars in storage and 1 to 2 to 3 out on display for other people to see when they walk through our garage door. That sounds pretty cool. Now, jumping into the interior itself, right off the bat, it's obviously beautiful. Now, we're going to be talking about all the individual features and properties of this place a little bit more and the things that I would ultimately like. But right off the bat, you can tell there's foliage, there's fireplaces, there's water pits, there's decorations and stuff like that. All of those sort of things, I'd like to be able to modify and change on my own. I don't want just various templates and, style A, B, C, and D. I want to be able to pick and choose the things that I'd like to put inside of my mansion. Now, I understand that Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online is not The Sims. It's not like a designer game. But at the same rate, I think Rockstar can do a little bit better than A, B, C, and D. Here's your gun safe, here's this, etc. Now, right off the bat, I've identified a couple things that I'd personally like to see in mansions that I think Rockstar should add. And number one, that is exclusive minigames or activities, aka things that can only be done in the mansion, which would make their eventual price tag worth it. So in this one, right off the bat, you see there's a pool table. That's a mini game we don't have in online. That would be lots of fun. There's also a dartboard, which we do have in online, but it can only be played in various random locations, like at the Yellow Jack Inn. So it's kind of difficult to play even if you wanted to. And this mansion is really cool. It has a game room as well, which has Roman Bellic's favorite activity, bowling. So if you ever wanted to go bowling cousin, well, now you could. That's another thing we don't have in online. There's a couple of other mini games, arcade games cubed, a little basketball mini game. That would be lots of fun. I'm not going to lie to you right there. And then there's sort of a basketball workout room. This kind of brings me back to the GTA San Andreas days where you could make your character buff. But at a minimum, I still think this would be a cool addition to the room itself. Maybe even a mini game built in there as well. One of the other things I think is an incredible idea is a movie theater. So obviously there's a movie theater in downtown Los Santos at the Chinese Theater, but that's kind of inconvenient. Wouldn't it be cool to have like a 16-seater theater where you and all your friends could pack in here, watch movies, just hang out? I think that would be awesome. That's, again, one of the worst parts about trying to watch a movie online, if anyone even does, is you have to go to the movie theater, where if you were to do it in here, it'd be incredibly cool. Now, jumping back to what I was talking about earlier, that seamless transition from interior to exterior, there's a lot of different places in this mansion with sort of this outdoor garden area where you can sit and hang out and have fun. And there's also easy access to the exterior, which was the biggest gripe I had with the stilt homes and stuff like that. Now, Devin Weston's house obviously comes equipped with a massive pool deck and a giant outdoor area, and that is definitely something I would like to see if mansions were included, the easy access to the big pool so that all our friends could come over and hang out. The one thing that this mansion did not have was a helipad. I think that would be another great feature for the mansions, like Pegasus storage. So you could fly a helicopter or land a small plane there. That would certainly be pretty awesome. However, getting back to the interior and the rest of this place too, there's a lot of other things I like as well, including a bar area that would be awesome to sit at. So instead of just grabbing a random drink from the counter, having a nice full bar would be pretty cool as well. And there's also tons of bedrooms too. That's one of the things I think the yachts did well. Even though we couldn't really access them all that much, is it had a lot of bedrooms. And this one even has like a butler or a maid storage place. That's kind of cool too. That's a nice touch. I really like that. Now, in addition to that, there's other seating areas. There's that big fireplace I mentioned, a place where we could watch TV. I love the staircase in this place. But like I mentioned, there's a ton of different bedrooms that you can go in for all your different friends and guests. And let's say that your friends in online didn't have a place to live. Let's say they're brand new and they don't have an apartment. Maybe you could give them access to stay at your place in one of the guest rooms, just like how you can give them access to your vehicle warehouse or your vehicle. That could be something that I think is pretty awesome. But one of the best parts about this place is the master bedroom where you guys would be living. There's a huge bed suite with an office attached to it, a beautiful view of the kind of exterior patio area up there that looks really, really nice. And that's another thing I think could be a great feature of the mansion. If it did feature an office, the ability to maybe do some of the missions. So you know how we got those mini heist missions from import-export and gun running? Wouldn't it be cool to be able to launch one of those from your place instead of having to go to either an MOC or a bunker or something like that? that could be a great feature of the office itself and would be able to, more utilize the space that we ultimately have. And in case you're curious of the entire blueprint of this place, I'll put it on the screen right now so you can actually take a look at it. It's pretty cool and it shows you all the different rooms in this place. So about the interior, the designer says the design of the mansion's interior was created through careful analysis of the building's exterior from corner to corner to generate a suitable and realistic result. Many ideas and design derive from professional interior designs, so please do not wonder if you cannot find a garage with 1,000 yachts inside because it's not real and won't fit the design of the house. That makes sense. The interior measurements is in proportion with the exterior, so it's not a fancy, overwhelming building. In this map mod, the exterior remained original and comes along with Devon's original vehicles as seen in the storyline. And that's why I wanted to show off this mod, because there are other mansion mods that we've looked at that clearly just don't make sense. They're just, over the top, crazy, and those are fun for, certain videos like that. But if we're talking realistic, this is something I could realistically see Rockstar adding into the game, which makes it all the better. And I love the detail that this mod creator went through, getting Devon Weston's original vehicles, designing the interior to the specific, ramifications of the house itself. So once again, I will leave the mod link in the description. So if you want to check it out and you want to add it to your game, you certainly can. But I think that this is unbelievably cool, and this should give us a great idea at the features that Rockstar should add, the upgrades that they should have available, and what mansion interiors need to look like if they're added in a future Grand Theft Auto Online update. But anyways, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think of this. Would this be amazing for a mansion in Grand Theft Auto Online as far as the interiors go? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, where you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.